Greetings Exile and welcome to yet another League Start build guide. Do you love doing nothing but still succeeding? Do you love to command a horde of brainless, death-bringing piles of stinky meat? Are you used to bad smells because your friends are literally undead? Then the strength stacking Minion Army Necromancer might just be the build you're looking for. This build combines the AoE clearing capability of zombies, the single target damage of skeletons and phantasms, the utility from Spectres and Animate Guardian, and the fact that all minions tank for you to a literally brain-dead all-rounder. There's nothing this build can't do, except for being alone. The only real weakness I could make out is the fact that you sometimes miss dangerous ground effects below your hordes, or you forget that your character can actually get a lot of damage if not paying attention. Playstyle is quite simple. Your zombies and phantasms are killing everything that's getting close to you, Spectres and Animate Guardian are buffing without any action from your side, and the only actual thing you have to do is moving and casting your offering once in a while. I'm not sure if there's a more lazy build out there, but maybe Death's Oath. If you encounter a tough enemy, summon skeletons and wait for the boss to be eaten alive. Before you reach endgame and the big bosses, you have to level up your character first. Leveling process in this build is super easy. You get zombies early on, and the only thing you now have to do is running and sometimes killing some stuff with another spell to recast zombies if they die. You will soon get Spectres and Skeletons, cast Skeletons on strong enemies and take any Spectre minion you like. From the Bandit quest, I suggest you kill all for the 2 passive points. Maybe Elira for the resistances, but take the 2 passive points. Ascendancy Progression is situational. If you need resistances early on, go for Commander of Darkness and simply use a level 1 precision to proc the effects. If you rather have more damage, take Mindless Aggression. After you've taken these two, it's the same decision again. Wanna be more tanky or deal more damage? For damage, get Unnatural Strength, and for resistance, go for Bone Barrier. My personal order would be Commander of Darkness, Mindless Aggression, Bone Barrier, Unnatural Strength. When taking a look at the gear, you can see it's literally all uniques. The goal is to get all of them with high priority on the Montragul's Grasp first, the Baron and Albaron's Wild Pass second, and Astra Mantis third. We want to get as much strength on the build as possible since both our defense and offense heavily scale with it. Joffrey's Sanctuary and Shaper's Touch are obligatory since you need a lot of strength first in order to make them be viable. But once you got your stats going, those 2 items will heavily increase your energy shield. As far as rare gear goes, your first priority should be to reach the 75% resistance cap, which is kinda hard because of the usage of many uniques. After that, get as much strength and life as possible. You really want to try hard to reach the 1k power spike above level 85. The build works below that threshold as well, but once you use Joffrey's as your body armor, you really need the leech from your minions at 1k strength. The best jewels you can try to get are efficient training to socket into the intelligence sockets. On rare jewels, get life, strength, energy shield, maybe even resistances if you're not capped yet. Let's go over the flasks. An instant life flask is never a bad idea. Other than that, you are actually free to use literally anything. Quicksilver and silver are good choices for movement speed. Granite is good for defense, and the phasing from Quartz Flask really helps in some situations. Also, make sure to get Bleed, Freeze and Curse immunity on your magic flasks. Ignite immunity is nice as well, once you get a lot of energy shield going. You can check the flasks and all other gear I just talked about in the PoE provided in the video description. Here are some examples of anointments I suggest. Feel free to use any other anointment depending on your needs. As always, we got 2 categories, offense and defense, at 3 price points. In the beginning, any plus 30 strength passive is nice to have. The rest shown here is quite self-explanatory. Let's go over all the skills now. The main damage during mapping will be the zombies and the phantasms. If the zombies kill or attack, they spawn up to 10 phantasms, which all profit from the support gems within the link. Those deal nearly the same damage as the zombies do. Skeletons are there to deal huge single target damage and also maim enemies. That's important against bosses. I like Shield Shard as a movement skill, but you can also go for Leap Slam. Link them with Fortify and faster attacks. His mana reservation skills take Warbanner and Pride as damage buffs, and Flesh and Stone as toughness buff for herself. Socket your Spectre and Animate Guardian in your helmet with Minion Life and Blood Magic. Minion Life helps keeping those valuable minions alive, and Blood Magic lets Spectres cast their abilities more often. These are the items I equipped my Animate Guardian with. There are stronger and much more expensive options, but this is the budget version, which in my opinion is good enough. You want items with percentage maximum life instead of flat life, because the Animate Guardian's base life is like 40,000, so 10% are much more than 100 flat. Dying Breath and Laircast are both nice damage auras, while Victorious grants a movement speed bonus. Southbound and Belly of the Beast are nice because of the high percent life and resistance rolls. If you can't spend a few chaos on the Belly of the Beast, any body armor with good resistances work as well. There are many different combinations of Spectres and everybody will tell you to take different ones. Check the wiki if you would like to know all your options. I went for Frenzy and Power Charges for the group as strong damage buffs. Ruin's Hellion casts Rallying Cry, which grants increased damage and mana regen for the group, as well as taunting enemies to attack the Hellion. If you can get your hands on a level 21 Spectre gem, this will unlock the possibility to get a 4th Spectre once socketed into your helmet, and you have all your Ascendancy nodes to get a total gem level of 25. I took a Diabolist who casts Enfeeble on enemies, which makes them way less dangerous. Back to the skills. You have 4 sockets left to fill. You want a Carrion Golem that boosts your minion damage, Desecrate to spawn corpses when necessary, Spirit Offering to consume those corpses and grant a huge damage and toughness buff to your minions, and Convocation to recall all minions to your side in dangerous situations. If you can, get an Unset Ring. You can socket a curse in there depending on what you want, and then you can change your 4th Spectre as well, or take Valmolten Shell to use in dangerous situations. During mapping, swap the melee physical damage support in your main link for a melee splash support. During bossing, do it the other way around, and don't forget to cast your skeletons against tough enemies as well as keeping up your Spirit Offering. And now, last and maybe even least, Pantheon. Take Lunaris as major. Avoiding chaining projectiles as a summoner is a must, and the other stats are nice to have as well. Garukan as minor is my go-to because of the additional dodge in sticky situations and movement speed while mapping. If you liked this video, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for new and updated content. If however you dislike this video, then please tell me why. I really care about improving. Questions? You can ask down in the comments or on my Twitch stream. I'm not on the schedule, but you can ask me any questions there when I'm live. Link is down in the video description. I also have a lot of guides on my channel, not only build guides but also knowledge guides, so make sure to check them out as well. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you very much for watching. I am Jay, and I'm out.